First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burger King. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Look, man, we're gonna switch it up. Had to get the fuck out boxing. I had to give you motherfuckers a break. Give me a break. Give me all that shit. You motherfuckers, I'll get back with you motherfuckers about some boxing tomorrow. Or I might fuck with you later on. But I did do a video about Spence. It was a very good video called Earl Spence Jr. Never win against the grain. So that was a very good video. But anyway, I just wanted to switch it up because, bro, I was actually thinking about this. This crossed my mind. Because Charleston White is the hottest thing on the planet right now when it comes to black spokesmen. And just want to make some shit very clear. Now, pimping, I really don't care if people accept you or don't accept you. I don't care if, like, you know, it ain't for me to expose you, bro. It just ain't for me. I'm just gonna speak on what I think about you. Like I speak about a lot of these fighters and how I think about a lot of shit. And one don't have to agree. You know, I just think I'm pretty good at breaking down character, and I'm very good at studying people. I'm very good at just peeping shit, just breaking shit down. I've always been like that. Got it from my pops. Just able to peep a situation and peep people out and understand the situation ahead of me. So at this point in black life or black culture, whatever we call this culture we got, we ain't had a revolution area in a long time. We ain't had a revolutionary in a long time. I think Pac almost was one. He damn near, I'm gonna get to that, but he damn near was one. Almost. But I say since the Black Panthers. Yeah, that's what I would say. Huey P. now, and old Elrich and Bobby Seale now. Yeah, and all them there, and goddamn, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, Geronimo and all them there. Yeah, Matula, all them. So, yeah, I think it's been that long. So since the 70s. So that's been damn near, that's been over 50 years. So that's a long time without a revolutionary, and I think that has a lot to do with why times have switched the way they switch, and we haven't put up no resistance against nothing that the system dishes out. We don't put up no resistance. Let me tell you something. We still, on some real shit, we still ain't bounced back from crack. Nah, it's still, crack still boom in different spots. That shit sell. You still have dedicated crackheads that will never leave crack. They ain't going to this meth shit, and they don't want no fentanyl. Crack is still a high commodity in our neighborhoods. So, we still ain't bounced back from crack. Lot of shit, bro. So, like I said, you know, when you just look down the line and you look at history, a lot of times you have to fight against something to bounce back. It's just like being in an abusive relationship. And I don't mean fight back physically, but a woman has to get away from that situation. She has to fight back some kind of way, because if she continue to get abused year after year and put up no resistance, eventually she'll just think it's normal. So just like our kids think it's normal to kill each other. We got killer kids and shit. Anyway, let me get to you, Charleston. Yeah, it ain't me trying to expose you or none of that, or even bad Matthew. And actually, I got way more good to say about Charleston than bad. I got way more bad shit to say about Boosie and all these motherfuckers here than Charleston. It ain't but two things I disagree with about. But anyway, bro, you damn near. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You almost a revolutionary, but you're not. I just got to break down why you're not. You do a lot of good shit. You help kids and shit. You fight for juveniles to not get life without parole and shit. I don't know. I wish, you know. Anyway, you do that. You help a lot of single mothers out. And you say you don't request sex from them. You just help them. You say you don't do like the football coach and try to smash the mama just to help the kids and shit. So, you do good shit. You done put a couple homies on. You got Dewberry riding with you. You understand? So one thing you proved that a friendship can last. And shout out, I don't know, you and Dewberry been riding for a minute. So shout out to that it's good to see two brothers stick together even through success. But also I think success is one of the things that have deterred you. And you just changed your whole message, bro. And it's pretty dangerous, but it's I guess it's more realistic for you. Your fight has completely changed. Your fight is against black people now. Yeah, your fight is against rappers. And I just want to make some shit very clear. My look, I gotta explain myself and shit, cause I don't want to contradict myself. I make videos about rappers and I fire their ass up, and sometimes I give them credit when credit is due. Yeah, like that I was wrong about NBA YoungBoy video and shit, but his ass back on some slime shit, and that motherfucker slimy, and you motherfucking rappers, y'all shiesty as shit. Anyway, I make videos about rappers because I understand they control the mind of the youth. And our kids are killing each other listening to these stinking ass rappers. So I try to show the youth that, bro, a lot of you motherfuckers tougher than your favorite rapper. These motherfuckers you look up to, bro, they do weird shit behind the scenes. So I just try to expose that. So we need to look up to men and not a fucking rapper. So that's all. Little shit like that, and how most of them are sellouts, and most of them make money off the destruction of black people. Yeah, and they well aware of it. So I do it for that. But anyway, yeah, your fight has become against rappers. That's your favorite shit now. Your fight is against black people. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. You do it in a very intelligent way, and by the way, you one of the most intelligent brothers on the internet. By far, one of the most intelligent-minded brothers on the internet. You smart as fuck. Genius level smart. Very smart. I consider myself pretty smart. But anyway, let me quit. Listen. You using manipulation and a little splash of pimping with a little bit of good-heartedness. Your good-heartedness is towards the children, but you pimping on the grown folks. Let me tell you something, bro. This snitch shit, let me tell you something about it. Black folks really want to hear it. I'm gonna tell you something. Even these street motherfuckers, this is the elephant in the room. This snitch talk, that's why you motherfuckers love Bubba Dub. No diss to him, but they know what to say. The wearing dresses and talking like a woman, that I guess it ain't as trending no more. So the new trending thing is to make a motherfucker laugh talking about how you'll put him in jail. Real talk, a lot of people act like they hate that shit, but they like that shit. That's why motherfuckers laugh when you say I'm gonna call the police. Because deep down, deep in you motherfuckers' heart, deep in my heart, deep down in you motherfuckers' heart, you a snitch at heart. How many of you motherfuckers ain't never told it on the job? You motherfuckers tell it on the job. So you really agree with him. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro, and this is why I had to get off these fighters and boxing, and how a lot of these black fans, black content creators, black fighters, just black promoters, a lot of them just do jigaboo shit, and they do monkey shit. But I can't get so caught up in the monkey bars and all these banana peels, and I just been slipping and sliding and shit, and I can't never lose focus, because that's what happened with Pac. That's what happened with Malcolm X. A lot of times we get distracted by the niggerdom of our people. Listen, we gonna be ignorant. We was never educated. We've been over here 500 years, bro. Yeah, we just learned the language, about 100 years ago or some shit. But I'm just saying, bro, we very ignorant of a lot of shit. We know nothing about who we truly are. So we've been over here just learning shit white folks teach us. And we do the shit that they teach us, and we do it like they say, and shit like that. So we don't really have a mind of our own. We've been controlled by a group of people for 500 years, generation after generation. That shit becomes embedded in you. Just like it's embedded in that pit bull to fight. So anyway, so I can't get too distracted by, listen, bro, when you oppress, bro, it's gonna always be sellouts. And really, a lot of time people don't talk about this. A sellout is really just a person they in fear, bro. And they think that's the best way to survive. Yeah, being a sellout, being a coon, being out there, that's a form of survival. These channels that, man, it's a channel right now that just trying to shit on Devin Haney and talking about Ryan Garcia versus Rolly is a bigger fight than the Devin Loma fight. I'm talking about two clowns finna fight. But anyway, I'm just showing you how, and it's a black dude trying to show that black fighters don't sit. He's trying to prove to his audience, to his mixed audience, that black fight, and he's black. So I'm just showing you that it's gonna always be black people to keep other black people down. That is a form of survival. That when you do it on the job, how many motherfuckers done ran off all kind of coworkers? You done ran off all kind of black coworkers, but when you get the Mexican coworker, then you want to go along and get along. You don't run off no Mexicans. So yeah, that's always been this snitch shit. We tell on the job. We tell a lot of shit. Yeah, so snitching is the hottest shit to make a motherfucker laugh on. But let me tell you something, bro. You used to attack white folks. Yeah, I heard about you, bro. I heard about your background. You used to be all this city hogging, drug out and shit. Yeah, you used to attack the white folks, the police, and all that there. You lost your way, bro. Kind of like Huey P. Newton did. Yeah, Huey P. Newton went from a leader of the Black Panthers to being on crack with a white woman. Yeah, that's what happened to Huey P. He died 89, the year I was born. Yeah, they say he was shot by some drug dealer. But yeah, he was on crack and he was with a white woman. But he was once, man, let me tell you something. I read Huey P. book. He was once one of the most brilliant brothers that ever lived. That motherfucker beat that murder case from killing the cop in the 70s. So I'm just showing you how you can fall as a man. And that's how we falling as a people. We falling as men. At this point, black women, I don't give a fuck about all that weave and all that shit and all these surgeries you motherfuckers keep getting in these titty jobs. I'm not worried about it because black men are the leaders. We're the head, so if we ain't right, our nation won't be right, our kids won't be right, our woman won't be right. We forgot how to be leaders. So, you used to fight white folks, and you tell the story, and you say it jokingly, bro, but you really mean that shit. When they put you in that mental home, yeah, when they killed that black dude in Fort Worth, and you was marching for that shit, and they locked your ass up and put you in the mental home, and you wasn't able to get out, didn't nobody know where you was at and shit, that shit scared you, bro. And after that, your whole fight changed. You didn't want to fight the white boy no more. See, that's our problem as black folks. A lot of time we forget about the white boy. Malcolm X forgot about the white. He got caught up in that. He just felt like what Martin was doing was soft. You're laying there and getting sprayed by that, but he didn't understand it was a method to the madness. It was a method to that getting sprayed by water hose. Martin Luther King was exposing white folks to the world. So when everybody saw that on camera, just like with the George Floyd, when everybody saw that, they was like they could see how black people was really getting treated. And Malcolm X couldn't see past that because he didn't believe in a motherfucker spraying water hose on him. So he got caught up in fighting against that he forgot the fight that he was initially fighting. So that's a lot of, just like Pac. Pac wanted to be a revolutionary, but he got caught up in the bad boy shit. He got caught up in, but he got shot though. To his defense, when he got shot, his whole mind changed. He said, "Fuck you, motherfuckers." I'm really. That's when he really got on that outlaw shit. That's when he really, and his whole message changed, and it became the death of him. And me personally, bro, there's no honor dying behind beef with a black man. There's no honor behind it. Real revolutionaries were destroyed by the system, like Fred Hampton. Was killed in his sleep in front of his woman. At 19, was he 19 years old? Was he even 20 years old yet? And was in the position of a leader and was killed in front of his woman while he was asleep by the police. So that's a revolutionary. No, it wasn't no thugs that killed him. He wasn't beefing with the coke dealer down the street, and he wasn't beefing with the motherfucker that sell heroin. He was beefing with the system. So, like I said, the Charleston, you fighting an easier fight, and you know it's easier. But I just gotta be honest, it's still dangerous because these rappers, one thing about black thugs and all these motherfuckers, they don't want to feel outdone by another black man. They don't want to feel like you punked them. And right now, you've been punking all these rappers. You've been locking them up. You've been exposing them for being fake and soft. You expose them because they are soft. But also, these thug motherfuckers, they your enemy now. It ain't the white boy. That's why white folks love you now. Because you have created a message, and this is our problem as black folk. We get so caught. That's why I can't talk too much shit about black fans and all this monkey shit you do. Because I can't talk about Al Heyman too much, because Bob is way more of a demon than fucking Al Heyman. I can't talk too much about Barack Obama and the shit he do, because Biden is far worse, and he do us far worse than Barack Obama could ever have done to us. Even though Barack was a sellout. So you can't get so caught up on these sellouts that you forget about the fight. That's always been our biggest problem. We get distracted by niggerdom. You motherfuckers need to focus on the enemy. Read a little bit more on Willie Lynch and that shit there. And like I said, you fighting an easy fight, but you can die. You can die, bro. And it's gonna be a thug. It's gonna be one of these gangbanging motherfuckers, because they are hell bent on. One thing about black folks, we don't never want to be soft till our own. We'll be soft when the laws show up, though. Oh, we'll be soft. You motherfuckers get on your knees like a broke stripper in South Dallas. When them laws say get on your knees, you under arrest. You motherfuckers don't never resist arrest. All you tough motherfuckers don't resist arrest. So like I said, we don't like feeling like we being punked by each other. And right now, rappers and thugs feel like you punking them. And so they gonna try you. It's gonna be an ignorant motherfucker try to get stripes off you. So just keep your straps with you, keep your security, keep the police right with you, and hopefully they'll protect you. One thing about it, police been letting black snitches get killed for years. Black informants get killed every day. That shit don't protect you, bro. And I just gotta be honest with you. Revolutionaries have always said fuck the police. And I understand that there are some black cops and out there, and some of them just really want to fight a good fight, and they just want to protect and serve, but you're a part of a corrupt system. So no revolutionary ever joined hands with the cops, bro. You have cop friends, bro. You have cops to be your security and shit. Now, bro, the cops are slave catchers. That's their original job. So you just changed your fight, bro. But you funny as shit. You're very successful. I think you talented as fuck. I think you just as talented or more talented than most of these comedians. And I think you shitted on them with stand-up. You've done a lot of good shit. You just got off your course pimping. One more thing. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off this motherfucker, because like, I quit gangbanging at 22, my 4th year in prison. And I got out my 5th year. So for an entire year, I just started studying and started reading. And one of the first books I read was by Huey P. Newton called Revolutionary Suicide. And I just started studying. And when I learned all these things that I learned, I was just like, I realized the fight that I was fighting was a fake ass fight. I'm just fighting a bunch of motherfuckers that's victims just like me. So that's caught up in a system that promotes us to kill. There is nothing more beneficial in America. There is nothing more profitable in America than black destruction. The death of black men and the incarceration of black men is the most profitable thing in the world, not just in America. So once I learned all that shit, and I learned the fight that I was fighting, because like I said, when I became a blood, I thought I was a revolutionary then, because I wanted to fight against Crips because they outnumbered us and I felt like they was the bullies. And I told you as a kid, I wanted to be a superhero. So when I realized I was fighting the wrong fight, and I realized that the guards control the prison, it's not the inmates. And they create the beef by having a blood table, a Crip table, a Tungo table, a wood table, a disc table, and they create the separation. They create, because let me tell you something, guards could stop all that lock and bead shit. They can stop all that lock. You motherfuckers will never lock C's again if you get a 45-45 and motherfuckers cut your visitation off. You motherfuckers will be scared to lock B's and C's and all that shit there. So once I realized that the guards control the prison and I realized that the system controls us. The owner controls the supervisor, and the supervisor just doing what the owner's doing to keep us divided at the jobs. And in any situation, as boxing, these mainstream media, they keep you content creators divided. And you motherfuckers just love fighting amongst each other, that you can never see who the real enemy is. The real enemy because all these black content creators always come out and say black fighters don't sell. But that's what mainstream media say about us. So, you just devalue yourself. But I'm just going to say this, like I said, when I learned all this and I studied this and I studied where we come from and I studied all this, I wanted to be a revolutionary. But I'm going to tell you something. I was 22 and I got out at 23. I got out and I seen how shit was, because I left at 18. And I seen the way people think and the way we are as a people and how we are. And Also, I wanted to fuck with the music. I had a lot of shit I wanted to do, but I got distracted. I got distracted in the streets. I got back in the streets. I got started doing different shit. So I got caught up in the niggerdom, and it became a thing where I was almost ashamed to want to fight, to want to speak against things. It was like, for what? These motherfuckers, hell not. And it ain't. And I knew I would be shamed for it. I knew people would look down on me for that. The fuck he want to fight for black? The fuck he want to speak up for black folks for when black folks kill each other? And cause that's always our biggest excuse for not fighting. So I was worried about what people would think. So fast forward 9 more years to today's time, I created this channel, and it was 2 months after my sister passed, and it was just a point where I was just like, and yeah, I talk boxing, and I talk about a lot of shit, and I love the sport of boxing. It's my number 1 sport. But I also wanted to speak against oppression and speak against the system and what we go through, because I don't care how many brothers kill each other every day, or how much dope gets sold, or how many motherfuckers rob each other, and how many of you gang motherfuckers with these Draco. You wouldn't have the Draco if the white boy didn't give it to you. You wouldn't have the dope if the white boy didn't get sold. I don't care how mad I get at my people for being monkeys and baboons and just love bananas. And it ain't enough bananas in the world to feed you motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, it's the white boy that give you the bananas. Yeah, it's the white boy that play you motherfuckers against each other with the bananas that you fight over and all that other shit. So we get caught up in the niggerdom, and it give us an easy escape to not fight the real enemy, because that's the hardest fight. Listen, these rappers, one of them might get you, because like I said, we tough with our own, but it's a way more dangerous fighting white supremacy, and you know that. And so you decided to fight gangbangers instead of fighting white supremacy. You changed your fight, pimping, and it's no disrespect to you. A lot of greats done it. Yeah, Bobby Seale, Elvis Cleaver, a lot of them changed up. A lot of our leaders changed up. So as for me, I won't change up. No matter how ignorant you motherfuckers act, you motherfuckers can judge me. You motherfuckers can look down on me for wanting to see my people free of oppression and free to be ourselves and not have to fake it every day like you motherfuckers faking on the job just to make it. I just wish we didn't have to be so fake and we could just be real for once and be who we are and not be ashamed of it. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.